By now, the filming of raids for newsreels and reconnaissance was becoming commonplace. Charles Patterson flew several low-level raids with a film camera mounted in the nose of his aircraft, which was one of the RAF's new light bombers. The Mosquito, with its light wooden construction and 2 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, was so fast it didn't need defensive guns to ward off German fighters. Patterson flew with a cine camera on the Mosquito's debut raid.
Nearly 100 light bombers were detailed for one special objective in a 600-plane daylight raid over enemy-occupied Europe. The bombers chosen were the newest and fastest, the famous Bostons, new American-built Venturas, the RAF wonderplane, the Mosquito. 60 miles inside the Dutch coast was the largest radio factory in Europe, working for Germany. This is it. The huge Philips radio valve works at Eindhoven, which you will recognize later as you fly up to it.
It involved all the aircraft in the group, which meant 3 different kinds of aircraft. Venturas, Bostons, and a small force of Mosquitoes, which is all we had at the time.
Mosquitoes airborne. Venturas airborne.
All the speeds of these aircraft were different, so it was very difficult to get the timing right for each lot to arrive over the target at the right moment, not get muddled up with each other. On the way into the target, the Mosquitoes did get muddled up with some Bostons and have to throttle back. We were down to 180 miles an hour, which is slow for a Mosquito. And we were intercepted by 190s from the nearby airfield at Bernstein. And 2 Mosquitoes, my formation leader and one other, detached themselves and acted as a bait and lured the fighters away and opened the throttles up flat out, and at low level, at full throttle, a Mosquito was just faster than a 190 at low level. And they lured these fighters away. So I took my leader's place and opened my throttles, went up and joined the formation in front.
That's it. That's the Philips works ahead. German anti-aircraft gunners are opening fire. The bombers machine gun back at them.
And we did a shallow dive onto the target, which was covered in smoke from bombs which had already been dropped. And we could see the odd gunner in his flak emplacement on the roof firing at us. But we dived down and just dropped our bombs into the middle of the smoke and the mess, and then carried on down to ground level and raced for home, which all our Mosquitoes did get back except one.
So they returned to base, and you can see the hail of gunfire they went through to get their target. This was that leading Boston. On returning from the raid, one observer said it was the most magnificent bombing he'd ever seen. And we say we always knew we had the most magnificent Air Force.